before I forget. And we're gonna pin this. Okay.
No more heroes, it's hero the king who catch on nobody but yourself, nothing less to do.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
Okay. Appreciate you guys waiting to that starting Zoom screen very much. Dre, congratulations on being first and beating Nia's streak. It's always nice to have you guys in here. Today is Wednesday, and if you guys are unfamiliar, so far in Tekken 8, we have Armor King, who has returned recently. We just had a Tampa Never Sleeps tournament just yesterday. It happens every Tuesday and sometimes Wednesday, to the best of my knowledge, if I remember correctly. Mainly on Tuesdays, though, as well as Can Opener that IFC Yipes does on the Street Fighter end of things. Big giant tournament, a lot of players come in. We had some Armor Kings pop up in the top 8. And a lot of people are asking if the character's strong, if he's weak, if he's good, if he's hard. And I think so far people kind of feel the same way about him as they do Falcon, where, at least in this version of Tekken, where they don't seem overly strong, but it's also still really early to tell. It would only take a few months and a while for characters to actually get figured out so people know how strong or how weak these characters may be. So far, the initial first impressions are that while he does have a lot of different tools, a lot of his moves are steppable. And you have to be very careful about which ones you use. Of course, he has his classic wave dashes and a lot of his different pokes and other tools, as well as a poison breath that guarantees a command throw. So that's one thing entirely. But I think only time will tell whether or not this character is good or bad. You know, a few pros taking him out the tournament, somebody labbing endlessly, showing you all the different stuff you can do with the character. Same way, like I said with Falcon earlier. I think he'll be a lot more popular. Falcon I thought everybody would be playing him, but it seemed that he didn't fit everybody's playstyle quite enough. Because we didn't really see as many as we kind of used to when the character first came out in Tekken 7. But when the character first came out in Tekken 7, he was notoriously broken, so there's also that. That all being said, before we do get into the game, I just want to say, remember, check in on your friends, especially during this upcoming holiday season. A lot of people suffer from seasonal depression. A lot of people may be going through things, may have lost family around this time, so I think it's very important to be there for the people who mean a lot to you, and vice versa. If you're someone on the other end of that saying where you might need someone to check in on you but don't necessarily know who to reach out to or maybe necessarily how to say that, which in that case I would say do your best to, what's the word for it, not saying you have to be completely vulnerable, but sometimes all that separates us from help is just asking for it. And not everybody is in a position to ask for it, not everybody feels like it, but I think it's important to at the very least give yourself some grace and give yourself an opportunity to feel better and to heal a bit by reaching out to those around you. And if you're not someone who has resources, definitely researching, or if you have the capability to do so, different resources and different things that you can reach out to. Definitely would not recommend AI as some people have been using, but I also do have some sources in just the about section of my Twitch channel, just the different things for people to reach out to. And I know some different spots will vary based upon either using your insurance or not using your insurance. Some people give free sessions so you can kind of get an idea of what you're getting yourself into if you go seek out a resource for help. So that's another important thing to keep in mind. Basically, all I'm saying is, if you're someone who's going through something, do your best to reach out to someone if you do have a support system or someone who you think may be able to help you. If you can't, find something near you, or if you're someone who has the capability to help others and checking on others who may be going through something, to do that as well. I know it's not going to be a one size fits all solution and not everybody has access to the same resources, but I think with a little bit of effort and a little bit of compassion, it'll help a lot more people than those who truly don't have anything near them. Which in the very least, unfortunately, they may have to rely on themselves and try to pull themselves up as best as they can, find something to confide in, find something to distract them, and maybe narrow down what it is they may be experiencing and what they're feeling. But today we're going to be covering some gaming news before playing Tekken 8, as I'm trying to learn more about the game fundamentally. I'm not trying to just go in mashing and just pressing all the time and get hit in the face. I'm actually trying to learn how the game is supposed to be played, ideally. Crazy season to do that, because Season 2 has been getting a lot of criticism, rightfully so, when they said they were going to be focusing more on defense and completely turned around and did the opposite, which was more than likely due to a breakdown of communication from the team themselves, which they are working on behind the scenes. And they did make some changes early on this year. It just has not been fast enough. So a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are really upset with the state of the game currently. And everybody's just kind of waiting for a big giant patch to happen to kick off Season 3 to fix a lot of these issues, which unfortunately could go either way. A lot of people have lost hope and faith in the developers. So for every W they get, there's like 5 more L's. That being said, let's actually get into this news. Let's pull up the first article of the day. So, if you're someone who's familiar with Assassin's Creed, you know, you love 2, you love 4, whatever favorite assassin you may have, the multiplayer or single player, as far as like which mode you prefer. We spent a lot of time with the series, going from Assassin's Creed 1, which this whole series originally started off as a Prince of Persia game that originally ballooned into its own thing. If anybody was curious about that, Assassin's Creed was originally supposed to be just another Prince of Persia game. So without Prince of Persia, we wouldn't have Assassin's Creed. The series that's known to give people pseudo-history lessons, have you fighting the Pope in the Vatican, driving around tanks in Italy with Leonardo da Vinci. That game was recently been coming under fire for their take on Yasuke and their game set in Japan. Ubisoft has not really been doing well lately. It has had to have been bailed out by another company, and it seems that things are only getting worse because the Assassin's Creed boss, yes, the one who's been there since 20 plus years, has finally left today. Well, I would say as of yesterday, because this article was published almost 24 hours ago. But the Assassin's Creed franchise boss Mark Alexis Cote has recently left Ubisoft after working for the company for around 2 decades. The news has come on the heels of the control over Assassin's Creed franchise being given Advantage Studios, which is a new company formed by Ubisoft with a 25% stake from Tencent. If you guys don't know, Tencent was the company that had to originally bail out Ubisoft, so it didn't go under. But Colt started working at Ubisoft in 2005 as a software engineer and joined the Assassin's Creed team for the first time as a lead level designer for Brotherhood. Colt became a game director on Assassin's Creed 3, reprising the same role in some of the best Assassin's Creed games, such as Black Flag. And in 2022, while working on Assassin's Creed Shadows, the executive took the reins of the entire franchise and was responsible for laying out the current plans for the series' future. And this week, Colt has departed Ubisoft as employees were informed via an email. According to IGN, Colt was offered a role as part of Vantage Studios' leadership but refused it, which led Vantage Studios' co-CEO Christoph Durinis to say he was disappointed by the turn of events. Every indication is that Ubisoft wanted the executive to remain in some leadership capacity, but it seems that Colt has some kind of disagreement regarding the creation of Vantage Studios and the future of Assassin's Creed. Now, it's currently unknown how much Colt's decision to leave the team will impact future Assassin's Creed games, but it's very likely that the Valley of Memory DLC for Assassin's Creed's Mirage won't be affected at all by these changes, as it will be released on November 18th. The free DLC will take the game's protagonist Basim and the supporting character Dervis to the ancient site of Ayula. I hope I said that right. I'm pretty sure I did not say that right. But it's located in modern-day Saudi Arabia, and the free DLC was criticized soon after being unveiled due to its ties with the Saudi Arabian government, but Ubisoft claims to have full creative control over the story. Now, a game that could potentially be more affected by any change in the franchise's direction would be the upcoming Assassin's Creed Hex. Not much is known about the Assassin's Creed Hex, including the game's release date, but its speculated story would be set in Central Europe during the 16th century Holy Roman Empire, which is a period marked by witch hunts. And leaks have indicated that Assassin's Creed Hex will revolve around a revenge plot, as protagonist's mother will be killed, but it's always important to take rumors with a grain of salt before any official announcements are made. So that's interesting. I thought that was unfortunate news. We'll have to wait and see long term how this affects the series. But in other news, this is also a leak, so a rumor, take it with a grain of salt, but apparently the PlayStation 6's manufacturing schedule has been leaked. And a leaker has claimed that Sony will start manufacturing the PlayStation 6 early in 2027. We've been hearing a lot of reports around the console coming out either around 2027, 2028, sometime in the near future. Pretty much Sony's confirmed, all but confirmed, that they're working on the PlayStation 6 right now, especially with the new technology and everything. So we know it's coming. But this new leak points to a 2027 release, contradicting some previous theories that the PlayStation 6 would be out in 2028. Now, the PS5 was released in 2020, a whole 5 years ago, followed by the PS5 Pro just last year, which offered the same library of games but enhanced specs, which is so crazy to me because some games actually do perform worse on the PlayStation Pro than they do the regular base PS5, so that's interesting. But so far, the PS5 has sold over 80 million units and is expected to eventually overcome the PS3's 87.4 million in sales. Due to its success in Sony's long history as console manufacturer, many fans are eagerly awaiting the PS6's launch. And hardware leaker Moore's Law is Dead, or MLID for short, has claimed to have access to documents that confirm Sony will start manufacturing the PS6 early in 2027. Now, the launch is planned for later in the same year, and while MLID did not show these documents, he has been a credible leaker in the past, sharing correct information regarding PlayStation's hardware, such as the PS5 Pro. Now, in the same video, MLID also touched on the console's possible price, indicating that possible smaller size and decreasing cooling requirements may help the PS6 to avoid costing much more than a PS5. While it's impossible to tell if MLID's leak is correct, at least it's consistent with AMD insider Kepler L2's claim that Sony has been planning to release the PlayStation 6 in 2027. In any case, these are exciting rumors as recent theories indicate the PS6 will only be released in 2028. On October 9th, Sony's lead console architect Mark Cerny teased the PS6 release window when speaking about the company's upcoming hardware. And at the time, his vague remarks that the console would arrive in a few years. And this made fans speculate that gamers will not see the new console arriving before 2028. Considering that Sony will likely avoid the same supply issues that happened when the PS5 was launched during the pandemic, manufacturing consoles early in 2027 and release them before the end of the year makes sense. But if leak is correct, the PS6 may not be the only exciting hardware fans will gain access to in 2027. Multiple rumors have also pointed to the existence of upcoming PlayStation handheld, and some of these rumors indicate that the PlayStation handheld will be launched around the same time as the PS6, which will likely make 2027 a huge year for PlayStation fans. All right, I got a few more articles for you guys. It's kind of a light news day today. Not really too much happened. But if you've been playing Battlefield 6 recently, the game has launched. It's been doing really well. 747,000 players that peaked at on Steam, I believe. Don't know if it's going any higher. Don't know if there's been a steep drop or not, but it's been doing numbers. A lot of people have been having fun with it. A lot of people have been playing it. Seen a lot of funny clips. But apparently hit registration is bugged in Battlefield 6. Which I saw it just yesterday. I was watching another streamer, acquaintance of mine, Tony. He was playing the game, and I noticed his crosshair was actually over people, and he was shooting them from like 5 feet away, or sometimes, a little longer than that. But his shots weren't hitting. And originally, Battlefield, a lot of the weapons aren't hit scan. There is some bullet drop. A lot of things are treated as true projectiles. And so I'm thinking maybe he might have had to adjust the shots. Maybe something might have changed between the beta and the base game. But no, apparently it's just a bunch of bugs that are causing people's guns to not shoot correctly or hit the targets what they should. Apparently folks are starting to identify some of them. There's the slow progression, the wonky server browser, the high CPU usage, and oh yeah, of course, something deeply wrong with hit registration. If your gun isn't always shooting straight, that's partly by design. Battlefield 6 guns have bloom, which is an accuracy penalty that increases bullet spread the longer you fire continuously. A lot of shooters have this. This isn't unique to Battlefield. The problem is, while some Call of Duty transplants are gobsmacked by the mechanic on principle, DICE is currently investigating instances where bloom is working a little too well. Thank you for the like, Boom. But as no shortage of clips shared over the weekend reveals, sometimes guns just decide to be inaccurate at extremely close range or at the beginning of a magazine, and when they should still be accurate. So if y'all are playing a shooter with me and I miss my shots, this is gonna be my excuse. I'm gonna say my gun is bugged. The bullets aren't accurate. The bloom is having an issue. The gun isn't working as correctly. They need to fix their game. It's never me. It's never a skill issue. It's always the game. This is gonna be my excuse going forward. But there's a good chance that we're talking about multiple bugs disrupting accuracy. And it's not all the bloom's fault. Sometimes there's something deeper wrong with hit registration while using certain attachments or movement techniques. And this is an example. Somebody asking which one of you loaded my rifle with blanks. Look at his crosshair. Let me actually switch this real quick. But look at his bullets. The red dot is on the person and the bullets are going through him. Like, that's crazy. That's just one example. There's many more. But this is a clip that prompted DICE game designer Florian Libahan. I butchered their name, I'm more than sure. But to put the call out for more wonky instances of hit registration. He went on to say that we're currently investigating this issue, and it is commonly observed with the target being visibly hit, blood splatters, but no damage is confirmed in the HUD. In another replay, they went on to say that DICE has identified the bug that caused the first few bullets of magazine to miss soon after crouching. Not all the clips we're seeing include crouching, according to Lee Bihan, but there are 2 other bugs causing bloom and dispersion to go wild. The beta bug was actually fixed, but we've identified another issue too, in fact, that impacts dispersion and bloom in an unintended way and will cause you to have more dispersion at times. The team is working on this, and we're looking at general balance tuning of dispersion too. And while the official Battlefield channels have yet to mention the upcoming hotfixes for accuracy, I'd be surprised if a week goes by before they're patched up. It sounds like DICE will use the opportunity to tone down the intended bloom across all guns. And they go on to say that I hope it doesn't overcorrect toward Call of Duty's laser beam meta, as Battlefield 6 does not need any more reasons to main assault rifles and carbines. Now, I will say, I wanted to read this article because I like giving updates and context, and doing, like, let's say an article we read last week and a new one comes out this week as a follow-up article. I like giving you guys the news and updates on that. Case in point, I know we just read that, but yesterday, as I was like grabbing an article to read, and later that day they actually ended up addressing the issue. I don't know if it's completely fixed, but here we have an article where they at least made some attempts to fix it. Battlefield 6 has released a quick hotfix to address recent issues surrounding hit registration and bullets that don't appear to cause any damage. Even after impacting an enemy and even after a strong launch window, EA continues to work on Battlefield 6, taking player feedback and addressing frustrating bugs still impacting the game. Now, back-end fixes are a common practice for multiplayer games, especially when it comes to making quick adjustments. Rather than waiting for a big update, studios are able to make tweaks instantly to the game, something which Battlefield 6 did earlier this week. In a recent hotfix, when live for Battlefield 6 on October 13th, changing muzzle velocity on a pair of sniper rifles, while also increasing the overall ticket count for some rush maps. This morning, EA released another hotfix, addressing another important problem with the game, that being the hit registration issues. Now, a new hotfix has been released for Battlefield 6 as EA and its development studios address recent concerns over instances where the bullets are not actually registering damage, dubbed ghost bullets. The shots appear to land and call. Yeah, well, we know that. We literally just saw it. But here's a tweet. We're rolling out a fix to address the issue where bullets hit an enemy and where blood splatters are visible but don't cause damage. The issue apparently happened intermittently with certain weapons and attachment combinations that should now be resolved. Now, discussions over Battlefield 6's weapon bloom and hit registration have been a hot topic as of late, and with recent discussions from members of the community as well as developers, it seems more tweaks are on the way. Players have assumed the bugged weapon bloom from the issue Battlefield 6 betas wasn't fixed, a theory which has been shot down by principal game designer Florian Libahan, who noted that there are now 2 new issues impacting the dispersion and the original problem was indeed fixed. Which, unfortunately, this is just something that happens when a developer is fixing bugs. Sometimes you fix one thing, 2 more things break. If you're a streamer or a content creator, I guess the equivalent would be you working in OBS, you updating, and then all of a sudden everything is broken. Or you go to fix one issue and now you have 3 more issues. You might change one audio source. Now your alerts don't work properly. It's kind of that similar thing, that similar premise. And I only say that just so people can have a better idea Not entirely what it's like to be a game developer, but of some similar issues. The frustrating aspect of fixing one thing and 5 other things break. But recently, one player also noticed some strange interactions between Battlefield 6 sniper rifles and hit registration, quickly indicating it may be more of a nerf than an actual bug. Posting a short video, the Discovery streamer Stade TV found that when using any class but recon, sniper rifles will miss their targets slightly more often. Response to this has been mixed, with some saying it needs to be fixed, while others saying this is how it should be, as the recon class is supposed to be more proficient with sniper rifles. I get both sides. It's like you have one class who's particularly meant to use a weapon, why wouldn't it be better? But also other people want to use different guns, and now they feel like they're probably getting punished for doing so. But one thing I also wanted to touch on that Battlefield 6 is also experiencing is apparently a mountainous grind that's getting annoying for a lot of different players.
J.Deep says well. Speaking of the best being done. Hi, my name is the best and you do me so good. Gooder than any other. One might say the greatest good. But not only do you do the best, you also are the best. How about you lower that seat a few notches so I can crawl under there and bang my head against the bottom?
Yo. That... One might say the greatest good, and all I thought about was immediately The Incredibles, where his wife was like, I am the greatest good you ever gonna get. Oh my god. That is never changed. And you know this, man. That's immediately another thing that goes through my mind. That's funny. That's funny. Drake with the oh my god. At this point, I'm sure you don't want me to explain Drake. You need an adult. We're all grown here. You almost put the greatest good, no Frozone. Oh no. You know that's something I used to say a lot too, in situations where I need an adult and then I turned 18 and I'm like, huh. So then I had to start saying I need a responsible adult. But then I became responsible. So now being a responsible adult, I'm like, I need somebody who particularly handles this particular field of expertise. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, where was I? Okay, so apparently if you're someone who's been playing Battlefield 6, not only is the grinding, but in the worst way possible, it's being exasperated by assignments failing to track. So you're not getting rewarded for doing your actual quests and completing missions. Now, this was published yesterday, so I don't know if they were just as fast with this hotfix or addressing this issue. So be on the lookout for that. But as of yesterday, one of the biggest pain points of Battlefield 6's launch, second only to Broken Weapon Bloom, which again they addressed, is just how much of a grind you've got to get through to unlock all the best guns, their attachments, and the remaining class gadgets. It's no wonder the portal has been inundated. Oh god. With XP farms to the point that it quite literally doesn't function properly right now. Of course, there are the assignments. The assignments. Completing odd and often challenging tasks has been one of the highlights of the series for me. But Battlefield 6's assignments are very grindy, and there are a good few that are very hard to complete by yourself. The beta, you kept out recon in the day. Well, it was a beta, so I wonder if they did that so people wouldn't go as fast as they did in the beta. But the biggest issue right now apparently is that it's a Sisyphean task. There's a prevalent bug preventing assignments tracking whatsoever for some players, or not tracking accurately in other cases. So you could also be suffering from that too, Dre, and just not have known. Healing 5,000 damage from teammates or getting kills while buffed by stem is one thing, but when none of it is counted and you're not making any progress at all, it's a frustrating mess. Reminds me of the Seriously 2.0 achievements in Gears of War, where you had to like kill 10,000 players and stuff like that. It's a very grindy achievement. You have to play a lot of games, and some of the Gears of War games you can't even get anymore because the servers aren't online. Anyways, I digress. But apparently with this Battlefield 6 issue, that's not to mention that some of the assignment descriptions are actually incorrect. Thank you, Dio. For example, the rapid fire assignment to unlock additional assault rifles tasks you with inflicting 300 damage and 10,000 damage with assault rifles. The former is meant to be 300 kills and not damage. And I like to think you have made some progress towards that while aiming for 10,000 damage. If your assignments aren't tracking, I found some success restarting the game and simply continuing to complete the specific task. However, this won't work for all assignments or players. And it's also taking a look at Portal XP bot farms and a more challenging assignment task, as much as it's much more convenient. Thankfully, EA has acknowledged that a handful of specific challenges are broken, so this issue will hopefully be resolved soon, though I've noticed plenty of outside this list. Resupply teammates is not tracking. The repair vehicles does not update when repairs are made. Use vehicle supply crate does not progress even after completing the action. The weapon expert unit challenges is not tracking correctly. Description says you must get a kill with each type of weapon in a match, but the actual requirement is to get 15 long shot kills in a match. How do you do this? I understand the 300 kills versus 300 damage, but get a kill with each type of weapon in a match, but the actual requirement is to get 15 long shot kills in a single match? What? Assignments, helicopters are incorrectly counted as ground vehicles in the land vehicle expert assignment, and helicopters are not counting properly in vehicle challenge 1. On the bright side, at least some of the best guns are low-level unlocks like the M4A1 loadout, the DRS IAR, and the SGX, so you're not at a huge disadvantage for the time being. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Just in case you've been wondering why this Battlefield grind feels like it's taking a little longer than usual, you may not be alone. For our last piece of Battlefield 6 news for the day, we got a little bit of controversy. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild, but just a little bit. Just a sprinkle of controversy, you know. Apparently, Battlefield 6 Cronus Zen has been going through some controversy. Some people have claimed they've been getting banned for using a Cronus Zen. Other people claim that they haven't been. Some people are claiming that the image they've been seeing of someone getting banned is AI. Just a lot of information floating around. Some true, a lot incorrect. So much so that the official developers of the Cronus Zen had to come out and say something. But Battlefield 6 is reportedly banning players detected using Cronus Zen devices across both PCs and consoles. The purported move sparked some controversy on social media, positioning Battlefield 6 as one of the first titles in recent years to actively counter the perception of Cronus Zen as an undetectable cheating method. For those who don't know what this is essentially using a mouse and keyboard on a console. And just to give you an idea how sweaty some people can be, some people are using this to play 2K. I repeat, some people are trying to play 2K with a mouse and a keyboard input.
It's unbelievable.
But going forward, the Cronus Zen is a plug-in input adapter commonly used to extend controllers with scripts and macros by spoofing gamepad signals. Now it can provide advantages such as rapid fire and recoil nullification because its design circumvents common detection mechanisms. The Cronus Zen has become one of the most widely used cheating tools in first-person shooters since its May 2020 release. And within days of Battlefield 6's critically acclaimed October 10 launch, reports have emerged that EA's latest FPS is banning Cronus Zen users. Although one of the widely circulated screenshots supposedly attesting this development has been accused of being AI generated, dozens of online testimonies claim the Cronus Zen developers have issued a notice to their customers, one of them not to use the device in Battlefield 6 while they conduct further testing. Game Rant, however, was unable to verify this claim, so take it all with a grain of salt. But this is them saying, they go on to say that we're currently advising all Battlefield 6 players, especially those on PC, using the Zen with any of our latest scripts to pause usage for now. Myself and the team is actively testing to understand what's causing it and ensure everything remains safe and stable. Please avoid using the Zen in Battlefield 6 until we confirm it's fine to resume. We also ask that no one publicly shares or discusses any bans. This draws unnecessary attention to the community and makes testing more difficult. We're working on it and we will find a reliable solution soon. Thanks for your patience and cooperation while we sort this out. Looking at the official Cronus Zen support Discord server, the only mention of Battlefield 6 that came from the Cronus Zen team suggests the opposite to be the case. No bans reported when using our Battlefield 6 beta pack. One of the developers also wrote on October 14th. And this is supposedly the actual picture here of someone using a Cronus Zen, supposedly. But like most reports are saying, some people suspect it to be AI or just not true. Could be Photoshop. Hard to say. But the screen grab warning currently making the rounds on social media may have originated from a different Discord server or a private channel reserved for Cronus Zen owners. And while the jury is still out in its veracity, Game Rant can confirm that multiple users complained about being banned in Battlefield 6 via the official Cronus Zen support Discord server. None of them clarified on the circumstances of their suspensions, making it unclear if they were possibly sanctioned for a different reason. One of the Cronus Zen developers alleged that to be the case, claiming Battlefield 6 players are being banned for using unsafe scripts. And of course, some gamers, as always, will reject the notion that Corona Zen is cheating. The ban wave has sparked some online controversy, and while many fans are celebrating the reported crackdown, some players have turned to social media to revive a long-standing debate over what constitutes cheating, arguing that accessories like the Corona Zen fall into a gray area. And those views, however, appear to represent a minority of overall responses. And EA previously reported that Battlefield 6 will relaunch with a proprietary anti-cheat system, but without elaborating on the specifics. The publisher has also yet to confirm that it is indeed cracking down on Kernel Zen users. So speaking of cheating and cracking down, we have our last article of the day, which has to deal with Call of Duty and their anti-cheat system, as apparently the Activision anti-cheat team has gone on another victory lap. After the strongest beta results in Call of Duty history, brags 99% of matches were cheater free and warns that every day they get faster. But you may well have some concerns about that number. Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat, Black Ops 7 says it's nailing cheaters, and that's that. I hate them. Fresh off of a humble brag early in the beta, Activision Blizzard's team Ricochet has returned to provide more stats on dirty, rotten cheaters that, on the surface at least, make for some impressive reading. We've crunched the numbers for Black Ops 7 beta, and Ricochet anti-cheat has achieved the strongest beta results in Call of Duty history. Each day our cheat detections got faster and your matches got cleaner. And Activision Blizzard now claims that by the end of the Black Ops 7 beta, nearly 99% of matches are cheater-free, and the median detection time for cheaters was 3 matches. This does raise a few questions, as only 1 in 100 games featuring a cheater is an impressive stat, but such a claim also depends on Ricochet having 100% confidence that it's detecting all cheaters, which may not be the case. Because, yeah, these are the stats for all the cheaters they found, but this has nothing to say about the cheaters that they don't know about. But secondly, a median time to detection of 3 matches seems a little high. Far be it from me to cast aspersions on a piece of anti-cheat software that is clearly catching an awful lot of scoundrels. But if it's taken 3 games, and obviously with a median value in some cases that means many more, then there's maybe yet room for improvement. Now, Ricochet addressed the Secure Boot and Trusted Platform Module 2.0 requirements earlier this month, claiming that in concert with the software's automated systems, even those who did manage to slip through didn't last that long. Most never made it into a match, and grumbles persist about allowing this software kernel level access to our machines, which, as PC Gamer's hardware writer Jacob Ridley says, is like an administrative mode on steroids, but sadly it's not going anywhere. The 99% number is incidentally a slight improvement on where Team Ricochet thought they were a few weeks ago. 97% of cheaters are stopped within 30 minutes of their first sign-in, and fewer than 1% of cheating attempts reached a match. And those who did were removed within minutes. But it's also pleasing to see that Activision is prepared to use its muscle outside of the game. It's sent an army of lawyers after cheat makers and won some hefty judgments against the biggest culprits, with some of the villains even choosing to give up without a fight. Activision says it has directly contributed to over 40 cheat developers and resellers going out of business, or possibly even further underground, since last year's Black Ops 6. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the robust attitude Team Ricochet takes towards cheaters. These stats all sound very impressive, and very generally speaking, players do seem to be having fewer matches ruined. But maybe next time it could back up the numbers, some insights as to how it reaches these estimates, because it's just taking a big graphic on X. Saying 99% cheat free feels a little simplistic. I guess here's a quote directly from them. Team Ricochet is always adapting, working to stay ahead and keep your matches fair, says our current level friends. We'll keep the updates and progress coming as we head into Black Ops 7 launch November 14th. The biggest issue with this is, like they said before, we don't actually know if these numbers are legitimate or what they're actually basing these numbers on. We don't have any actual data to back this up. We just kind of have to take their word for it. But at the same time, what I'm worried is that this will embolden a lot of cheaters, because one thing that cheaters hate being told is no, that you can't do this. And bragging about the fact that your anti-cheat works only makes people want to try you a lot more than other people would have probably left you alone. Because now you're giving them a challenge. Now you're giving them something to look forward to. Now you're giving them a free advertisement. Oh, our cheat engine is so good, it gets past the Ricochet anti-cheat system. That's something to worry about. That's something to be aware of. But that all being said, that's going to be all our gaming news for the day. It's a little lighter today. Like I said, we didn't have too much that was happening. But I hope you guys came away from that just a little more informed about what's going on, at least with 2 of the biggest shooters coming out this year. Well, out this year. One being out, one coming out this year. You know what I mean? We're going to play some Tekken. We're going to play some Tekken. Things are going to get a little sweaty, a little hot, a little heavy. But most importantly, we are intending to have fun. And that is the most important part. Let's switch games here. Like I said, Armor King is out. I've been playing. A lot of people have been playing. Probably going to get a lot of mirror matches today. Maybe, maybe not. Let me boot up the game. Okay. He's very fun so far. Might have to raise this desk just slightly. Just so my hands don't hit the bottom of it. Gonna do a few quick matches to warm up. Let's see. I don't know why I've been practicing on the beach map a lot more.
Ready for the next battle.
It's one of those maps that has walls, but it's not too small or too big. So we're just gonna unqueue ourselves up real quick. I want to practice the wave dashing like a little bit more, right? Trying to get faster with certain movement mechanics right here. It's kind of hard to do because I'm someone who didn't grow up learning how to wave dash or do all these things. And it's a lot easier on leverless, but it's also really easy to mess up. And trying to Korean backdash. If anybody's like ever confused about some of the actual terms I use, just let me know and I'll explain them as best as I can. There's also like a FGC glossary too, so I can look up the exact definition as well, just in case anybody's looking for a little bit better of an explanation. If anybody's wondering why I'm doing this, I'm kind of trying to get better ideas for spacing and movement, because that's a large portion of the game. Being able to move and being able to close the distance quickly and stuff like that. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, so I don't even need to do that necessarily. So how far does this go if we do something like this back here, right? I forgot what I just did. Let me look back at that so I can remind myself. There's also something I like that Steam can do too if you have the beta version. I just... Oof. Let me mute this. Oh, okay. 442. I messed it up. Try this again. Does this work? That's not what I wanted. Maybe I have to realign slightly. Whoops. There we go. 88 damage, Jesus. So what if we... Nice. Trying to think what else did I want to do here. Okay, so we need to do that. The problem isn't even initially remembering all these routes and all these combos. It's being able to do them in a match when you have a bunch of pressure on you and now someone else is trying to hit you in the face. That's what makes this so hard sometimes. Okay, so does something carry further than that? Maybe? Not sure. That's a starter. It's low. There's also this, right? Guarantees a crouch though. Oh. Poison breath. Chain throws. Bro. Okay, that doesn't work. That does if they don't break it. Wait, so what if we were to do something like this, right? That works? So I saw somebody do that earlier on Twitter, so I wasn't sure if that would work fully. If you're able to do that. That's crazy. So if Armor King picks you up with that at the wall, that's a guaranteed launch for him. That's crazy. Can't wait to do none of this in a match. Okay. I think the things we need to remember mainly is this move, the tracking. Armor King really struggles against people who know how to sidestep and when to sidestep. A lot of his moves are so narrow. At least to my understanding. Seems to be the immediate weakness that sticks out. Whoops. Frame Punisher. gotta be like a better move to do here, right? Oh, wait, hold on a second. Yeah. Let me try that again. What did I do there? Whoops. No. I think we'll just have to keep it simple for now until I learn something different there, right? Oh wait, what if I... Hold on. I'm trying to think it and make it make sense in my head and then do it. Okay. Down 4-1's too slow. That's too slow, of course. Yeah, so if I want to see something better, I'll have to look it up. So we'll keep it simple. So I think my main combos that I want to do, that I want to accomplish, hit at some point today in these matches, would be this one for sure. Just because it's nice and simple. Nothing too complicated. Bread and butter right there. And I think for this, for this one, if I land a dark upper, this is what I want to hit. $91 damage, yeah, okay. Some confirms I need to work on. And counter hit. This right here, built the muscle memory. This one right here. Oops. Whoops. Sometimes I have brain farts in the middle of combos and I completely forget what I'm doing at the time. This one for sure, though, I think is a big one. There's also this. One of his keep out tools. Back 4 here. He's so fun. If I do that and then go for the grab, if they stay on the ground, they get thrown against the wall, I get another launch. So something to keep in mind for people who like to stay on the ground there. So we'll keep that. One throw I need to work on though is this tombstone throw right here. That's something I need to do. But yeah, until then, I need to see what's the fast option out of here. Like, what's the frame trap option? That's a high, so if they duck, I'll probably do that. Or just keep it here. Because I don't have to go on the BJ stance to do that. Everybody's wondering that acronym stands for Bad Jaguar. Why they did that, I don't know. I need to make up my mind on which throw I want to do though out of this. Probably giant swing. Armor king, armor king, armor king.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alyssa, oh no. Velma?
Ready? Fight!
Didn't have to do that. Okay. Did it? Whoa, what was that movement? So she's ducking. Ah, the low. So she's really aiming to move out of the way of a lot of these, so.
Fight!
A lot of lateral movement. Ooh, got a conversion. I tried it. I thought my armor was gonna be fast enough. And we keep checking every down for one, stay safe and stay compact. Okay, okay, okay. So she's doing that every time. I need to be careful. Wrong tool. A lot of Demahe. Ooh. Spit in her face, stomp in her face. Oh man. Oh yeah, she was waiting. Dash up and block next time. Don't just dash and press. I could have did something safer, but I took an unnecessary risk there. Make sure she can't use the floor. Oh my god. Oh no. She tried the heat smash. Okay. We're taking it slow. We're taking it slow. We're doing a lot better than we did initially, though, playing this character. Frame trap. Come here. She attempted to delay, but we mashed. Okay, so I've been spending the last couple of days getting a better understanding of this character and figuring out how he works. And I'm playing a lot better than I did initially. I have to be patient. Dang, the reach. My chest. She hasn't gone low that entire time with these. Oh my goodness.
Get ready.
Sorry, I put a little too much emphasis into that one. Didn't mean to. Appreciate the work and lurk, John. Oh, he let it go early. Okay. Oh man. Keep it safe, keep it compact.
Get ready.
Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate you. Oh God. One plus two. Wake up low, very nice. Gotcha. I had to make sure I responded, John. I felt so bad. I was like, I didn't know his message, did I? Oh, you're dead. GG's. I think
Get ready for the next battle.
I really played that well. I think GG's to them. They were playing really well too. I think I was playing a lot smaller. I think that's the only reason why I won that. I was playing a lot smaller, a lot more compactly, like doing stuff like down 4-1 and this move as well. One thing I need to know too is like when we're at the wall like that. Oops. Like that's not gonna work, but if I do something like this and then we're already at the wall, I could do that. So what I want to do between every match is I want to practice a little bit of movement, right? Gotta practice dash blocking. A little bit of wave dashing. I also need to implement more wall rising 3-1. I went for this initially off that first interaction, but I saw that she was ducking, so in the future I just decided to do more of this. I want to get something like a ground throw there. I know if you hit somebody with this, you have a guaranteed throw attempt as Armor King, which I really like. That's what allowed me to win that last round. How the game's going? Oh, that was the first one I played today, John. Last night, awful, completely different. But that's because I was still learning the character, and I still am, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of really good people playing these games. I think there's always going to be people who are around a lot of different skill levels, but I think more now than ever, because we have access to so much information, you can improve as a player a lot quicker and a lot faster compared to 20 years ago. Like, it wasn't uncommon to go 5, 6, or 2 years playing a game and not knowing about a very specific thing because you just simply, you don't know what you don't know. So unless you ran into somebody who figured it out, you figured it out by labbing hundreds of hours, it really became important to learn those things during tournament, which made it very common for people to start gatekeeping tech and not telling other people their strategies and how to do certain things in certain scenarios. And one of the biggest ways to learn a lot of people ended up doing is they ended up playing pro players to play them in a match so they could play them and get better. But a lot of them wouldn't play you unless you're putting some type of money on the line. Not all of them were like that, but that's just what used to happen. What is the added hidden plate? I have no idea, Alan. I don't even know what you're referencing, unfortunately. But welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Player customization? Yeah, I wouldn't know. I haven't personally seen it myself. Not miss? Oh yeah. Like this is back. Which is really good if I can like disguise this during like my crouch dashes and people are wondering what I'm doing. But to be fair, this is fairly reactable. I think out of heat, 35 frames, and then in heat, it's a lot quicker, but it also uses up a lot of heat as well. As you can see, but also throws bring back your heat. Certain ones. Like my giant swing, I should be getting some back here. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is starting to feel more and more natural to me, which is a good thing. It shows signs of growth. But I'm getting used to the inputs and used to the buttons. Cool. I need to use this more. This I was using more, so I was very happy about this. I like doing this wall ender. It's very nice, but there's also like other stuff I could be doing instead, right? So like for instance, if I wanted to do that instead, or what is it? It's Tekken 7 Classic. Few different things I could be doing there. Oh wait, so it's back, back, down, back, 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 down, back, 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 down, back. Jesus. All right. Four, 4, 3, that's tracking. Huh. I keep thinking it's like King's back 1-2 and it's not. It's back 1-2. Well, it is a 12 frame punish and I keep forgetting you can go in a stance here. I keep thinking it's King's because it goes a little further. And it's what I used to use to get people towards the wall a lot easier. Okay, that doesn't get there quick enough. Whoops. Good lord. I need to learn how to wave dash and jump. Ooh, no. 3 bars from Asia. I'm sorry. On Wi-Fi, I can't do it. What would I do after here, right? What's up, Nia? As you can see, I'm learning a little bit, but I also don't know how effective it is yet. It's gonna take a lot of practice. Hey, yo. I didn't want to cancel that. Oh, no. Got a dash block better. Ooh, the tracking on that. Amish law is something I wasn't expecting. That you see it? Oh, the reach! Man's got the longest toes in the world. Must be those Stacey Adams he got on. Yeah. Don't jump. Ooh. It does look good. Like, this is one of the cleanest law outfits I've ever seen. Oh, he got me. I'm flash ducking and not even realizing it. Kick him in the chest. Ooh, over the toe kick. Victory! Yeah. He's pretty good though. No, he one and done me, but his law was so clean. Why did he leave? That's unfortunate. He was actually really good. I wanted to keep playing him, man. That's such a sad thing. Like, I try to play as many people as much as possible. I always try to get people to run backs and stuff like that. Who knows? Maybe he had somewhere to be. So I try not to take one and done too personally. You know, you're never fully entitled to someone's time, and it's very important to be selective with your time. But we were gaming. Like, he knew what to do. He was responding. We were patient. He was trying out his pokes. I was trying out mine. We were having a good set there.
Get ready for the next battle.
But of course, since this character just came out, you're gonna be fighting like 50 million bajillion armor kings. But that was very fun.
Get ready for the next battle.
I was gonna be so sad if it was him, because I was gonna be like, oh, I see now he had nowhere to be. Let me stop. Nice custom. We letting the intros rock. I'm gonna steal his tech. 3, 1. That's negative, but I don't know how negative. I need to go see how negative that is. Oh, dark upper? Just raw dark upper like that? You call me backdashing. PJ stance grab.
Get ready. Fight!
All right. Spit in his face. Talk to her. Oh, you. One set customer. Okay, okay. We're just slugging it out now. Oh, he's got wave dashes? He stayed ducking? It's very interesting always doing like mirror matches. We're gonna be seeing a lot of these. He's playing well. No! Unfortunate.
Get ready for the next battle.
Is it the character? Is it me? I don't know. Like I said, maybe he just has somewhere to be. But I do need to find out what this is on block. That after that game, it just showed me the importance. Because this is minus 12. Okay, so yeah, when I see this, I should be punishing. Oops. I should be punishing with that. Since we just did a mirror, let me actually do a quick select here. Oh, you can actually select the different customizations too.
Get ready for the next battle.
That's cool. The problem is on wave dashing on this side, like it'll look somewhat decent.
King Koopa says no way you playing Diddy music while touching up on these people, bro. I knew you was freaky.
Diddy music is crazy. Calling computer love Diddy music is crazy. I get the sentiment, but please. Oh, sorry, Mom. Hit him with that, I just want to love you. And you get command grabbed. Yeah, so I need him. Let me see what the punishes are for this, because we're going to be seeing a lot of Armor Kings, right? So it would be in my best interest to lab how to be my main. Ready to go home and lab Viper? I feel you. Oops. Oh wait, does that work? Why? I guess for extra wall carry, right? This is also the fun part about labbing is when you find something that you didn't even know was possible. Oh, dang. You can punish that with that. Whoops. Oh, so that's instant. You can also parry this too if they don't charge it. But otherwise it's this. Okay, okay. This would have been good to know. Wait. Just a mid. Oh my god. These are both mids. Excuse me. Minus 12 though, so. Oh lord. Of course the rage art punish. Nice. Okay, so I think that's the end of that. Don't want to use this. Maybe like something like this, or you know, Jaguar step. Maybe the stomps down forward. So I could buffer giant swing when doing that. Good to know. That's something I need to do more of as well. Ooh, not quick match. We're going on the right. Oh, I was over here just like wondering where the practice settings were. I could do something like this instead. Because it's only what? -9, so we're safe here. Kind of trying to figure out like what to do in certain situations like these. Ooh, 4 bars of Wi-Fi.
Ready for the next.
Not entirely sure if I should take this or not, but here we go. Oh, we had that. No, he went for the throw. Ooh. Does he know? He's gonna die.
Get ready. Fight!
We both had the same. Oh no! Let me show you some. Ooh, he broke it. Nice.
Get ready.
Okay, we got a match. That's the punish. Whew. Keep it tight.
Get ready.
Oh, I don't think you can break those. Maybe. Shining Wizard, nice. Come here. Okay. I think I was backdashing there instead of blocking. Well played, well played, well played.
Get ready.
We both had the same idea. We both know what each other wants to do because we're both grapplers. Got him. Yeah, funnily enough, Dre, I believe Armor King wrestles a more of a shoot style from Japan rather than a luchador style like King does, or a catch style. He's very shoot style wrestling, if you can already tell. Oh, wow. Don't ask me how I knew, I just did. It worked! That's one of the ways you could beat get up kicks as Armor King. Thank you, Twitter. I'm gonna mash. I don't think he was gonna press.
Get ready.
Same idea. Blue Spark did everything. Unfortunate. Stunner! Oh, I tried dodging it. I'm not missing the confirm this time. No, he tombstoned me. Ah!
Get ready.
Ooh, nice giant swing. Confirm! Get up! Ugh. That's minus as hell. GG's. I'm sorry, I'm just really excited to see my actual practice paying off in real time.
Get ready for the next battle.
So every time I hit one of those, I have to verbally remind myself, yeah, I did that. That's practice paying off already. Anytime I do something like this, because it's very easy to miss something like that. It seems like, oh, it's in your face, but as you can see, we're in the heat of the match. We were both dropping things. We were both not doing as well as we could have. But those are the things that start to matter more and more the higher you go up. So it's one of the things where you're initially starting out to be aware of and not to constantly beat yourself up over it. But if you're serious about improving and getting better, it's something you have to stay cognizant about. which is why like I'm practicing the movement here. Because if anybody's wondering, like being able to backdash, this is normally how fast it goes. But if you can speed it up, you'll cover twice as much distance in a shorter span of time, provided you do the actual input right. But what I'm trying to practice now is called Korean backdashing, or KBD for short. And it's just a way to like get out of moves faster, control space better. Because like, for instance, let's say he was swinging on me and I kind of wanted to like get away from that while still being able to punish him. It just helps. Versus backdashing and getting out of the way. Because while you're dashing, you can't block. If you're in the middle of a dash animation, same thing with sidestepping. If you get caught mid animation before you're able to block or able to side yourself, you're getting hit. Same thing for like wave dashing. You can, instead of you wanting to get away, it can help realigning with your opponent and staying in their face. But very hard to do consistently when you're starting out. And it's harder to get people at lower levels to respect that. Which is why the more you go up, the higher you go. When everybody has way better reflexes and a lot of stuff to look for and they have a lot more knowledge, it's a lot more helpful then, because at that point, dashing in front of you like this is more like an attack. Like, you don't know what I'm going to be sending, now forces you to guess. Now, either you have to mash and hope that you beat my timing, or you have to sit there and wait to see what I'm going to do and hope you guess right. But of course, like at a level that I think I'm at right now, I don't think it's going to matter as much, though it can be helpful in certain situations, depending on the type of person you're going against. Like, I wouldn't use this against somebody who's just pressing the moment I get within their range, because I'm just going to get hit in the face. But I think it's a fundamental that can help a lot if you're playing a character who benefits from it. Really nice, really nice. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a lot of misinputs here. And I'm going to be going against a lot of people who may not know how to punish me yet, or I may not know how to punish them. So it's important to have good, solid fundamentals that you can fall back on when you have a lacking in knowledge. So that's why you see me throwing a lot more down 4-1s, 2-1s, 1-2s, maybe some down 3s here and there. Because I'm trying to be aware of all these situations, but also be willing to not expose myself too much. Because these can be great for gathering information, seeing how your opponent is going to respond to certain things.
Get ready for the next
But we're probably going to be seeing a lot of mirrors today. Once Miari Zo comes out, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of her. I'll still be playing Armor King. I might play her a little bit, since I do have her, just to like have the knowledge and have that first-hand experience, which I think is also important. Because you can have a main character, but still lab and play other characters here and there to figure out what they do and how to best fight against them, what they struggle with. Mashing a block. Like right now, he's showing me that he wants to throw me. So I've been ducking a lot. Now I'm going to see if he actually adjusts or if he keeps trying it. I should have spiked them with the heat and then tried it. Oh, that didn't count a hit? You got an input error there. I feel bad for him, but I'm definitely taking advantage of him. Okay. Now that I have that awareness of what I want to do and just different play styles surrounding the character, now I can make my choices a lot easier because I'm not constantly thinking about what my character should be doing, how should he play, and some of the punishes. Like, it really does free up a lot of your mind. Stunner! What a great sell by me. Okay. Nice. Okay, so now I know he's ducking. That's gonna hurt. Okay. So now we gotta keep it tighter.
Ready?
Ducks? No, he stayed. Oh! He spat in my face. I offered you friendship. Oh, nice.
Get ready. Fight!
Oh, the lag. One plus two. Okay. Oh, he got a little greedy there. He thought I was gonna stay down.
Get ready. Fight!
Ah, not fast enough. Oh, he mixed me up there. I need to duck that. Parry. Okay. Okay. So he's forcing me to change up my options, but really, let me see here. I reached me. Oh, he got me. Finally, the bite. I don't think he's gonna stay down for this. Yeah.
Get ready.
Whoa! How bold of you. You can hurt somebody with that leg. Let's try this again. Oh, he's ducking. Bridge out, okay. Such a crazy animation too.
Ready? Fight!
Ah, okay. I knew you were gonna do something there. I had to read. High risk.
Fight!
Very okay. No, sir. He tried to rob me. That's 35 frames out of heat. That is slow. GG's.
Get ready for the next battle.
Again, gotta do this in between every match. Oh my goodness. So we gotta do back, back, down, back, back. In order to do this, you have to do, oops. Oh my goodness. That's gonna come together sooner than later. But just want to practice some of these confirms. Okay. So that's a high, so we can duck that. Okay. Okay. Wait, so why did he land flat that time? Must be a difference, slight difference in the way I hit him. 60 versus what? $69? I mean, it's a good number. Oh my goodness. I think that's a little better. Let me skip the rest of this one. Should definitely practice whip punishing with this. Ugh.
Get ready for the next battle.
Mr. Pants. All right, all right.
Ready? Fight!
Oh no, Shining Wizard. What's up, Nightmares? Appreciate you popping in. Hope all is well.
Fight!
Oh, and we had the same idea. We shared the same brain cell. He was faster. Ah. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Get ready.
I should just start doing throws. He's not showing me that he's gonna. Stop them. Okay. Oh yeah, I appreciate you, Boom.
Get ready. Fight!
Gotta keep it tight. Oh. I didn't track. Oh, is that a setup? I'm stealing that. If that is a setup, I'm stealing that.
Ready? Fight!
Okay, so that's plus, right. Gotta look out for those. Don't really see a lot of Armor Kings using those, so.
Fight!
Ooh, okay. So he's creating those little pockets of space to whip punish me for my reaction. Thick throws. Okay, okay, okay.
Get ready. Fight!
Gotcha.
Get ready.
I think he tried the rage right there, maybe. All right, all right.
Get ready. Fight!
Oh, the lag came out of nowhere. Ah, it got me. It started getting super laggy towards the end there. That's unfortunate. But GG's. It was close.
Get ready for the next battle.
Probably felt like we were both fighting in mud. We started doing better towards the end there, though. Played really well. This makes me want to go out to locals and like actually participate in the tournaments anymore, though. I'm just hoping to get a better schedule so I can actually go start doing that. I'm getting better at approaching. I'm approaching a lot slower than what I normally would be. Like other times I would dash in and just get launch punished. Ooh. Okay. So what do you do? What was the input for this move again? Was it down forward 3+4? And then he did this. Is this a tech roll catch? What you get around this is you duck, right? Not mimic. There's a way to set this, right? To actually record the input. Here we go, defense. And then we could set this to where maybe do a after action to where after he gets hit or after he does this, he immediately stands up. So maybe I might have to do that. Okay. So we're gonna let him hit us with this and play it. I just need to see how to get out of the way of this. So if you're standing, that's gonna hit you. What if we're rolling backwards? Oh, that works? How late can I do it? I can't remember if I tech rolled out the way of that or not. This is a bad habit of mine. I need to do this instead. So that would be good for moments like those, I would think, right? Moments where otherwise the combo would normally miss. Okay. This too. Okay. This character's just fun. But I imagine everybody's gonna be tired of him after a while. Like most characters. So if I'm holding forward,
Get ready for the next battle.
A lot of Armor Kings getting promoted and demoted today. Ooh, okay. Dark upper, he's looking for whip punishes, as he should be. He's Armor King. Oh, I took my finger off the forward button.
Get ready. Fight!
Yeah.
Get ready.
We got a match. We're going down.
Get ready. Fight!
Oh no. You can do that to actually trigger that too. It's gonna hurt. Ow. Yeah, I have to be careful. I'm mismanaging the space. Buttons, thank you so much for the lurk. That's not what I wanted, but it's what we got now. I panicked and hit down forward 1+2 instead of forward 1+2. Okay.
Get ready. Fight!
I guess that's what we're going. Oh, we can go on a dark upper from there? Didn't know. That's gonna hurt. Oh. Oh my goodness, he just barely lost. I'm surprised he stayed engaged with me. The good thing is we're getting a lot of mirror match experience, which is familiarizing ourselves with the matchup too and how different Armor Kings play. And also learning different tech from playing different Armor Kings. The ads are always unfortunate. Unfortunately, if I could have it my way, we just wouldn't have ads. But Twitch be twitching. Giant swing. Nice. I think he's dead because of the wall.
Get ready. Fight!
Stunner. Jeez.
Victory! Get ready for the next battle.
Gotta do this every time. Okay. So this is 15 frames, so I have to be very careful about this. Like, he does take a step forward, but what's this on block, actually? That's something I do need to know. Even that's just minus 12, so this has to be minus 13, huh? And then this is launch punishable, so I don't expect many Armor Kings to throw this out unless they're with punishing or ending a combo at the wall. So that's cool. Oops, let me set it to block all. Oh, this is launch punishable. Minus 12. This is minus 15. Oh my god. Oops, I said quick match instead of ranked match. I feel so bad for people who hate this character though, because this is all you're gonna be seeing throughout the next 2 weeks. Whew. Hey, that's magic 4.
Get ready for the next battle.
Kazuya, okay.
Fight!
I need to stop. Woo. Oh my goodness. We just robbed him. I can't believe we made the comeback.
Get ready. Fight!
He seems very adamant on starting the round off like that.
Get ready. Fight!
Yeah, he's been doing the same thing this whole time. Oh, okay.
Get ready.
Does he start off the same way again this time? Is he gonna do it again? Oh, you're there. Unfortunate.
Get ready for the next battle.
It was just a nice combo I like doing. Oh no. That connection looked so bad I couldn't even finish the combo. Oh, Tekken.
Get ready for the next battle.
Lily, okay. Crave the Shave? Wild name.
Ready? Fight!
Hmm. Gotta keep things tight. Nice block.
Get ready. Fight!
So she's really looking for that. Wish I can delay that.
Get ready. Fight!
See how she reacts. She'll probably do it again. That's not what I wanted. All right.
Ready? Fight!
Nice.
Victory!
It's the whip punishes. Once I realized that she wanted to keep me out and everything, all I did was wait for her to throw the button and hit her when I was coming in. Besides that, she's playing well.
Ready? Fight!
Fortunately, I've played a few lilies before.
Get ready? Fight!
That's break. Yeah.
Get ready? Fight!
Oh, first round ended. Oh my god. I couldn't have shaken out any better. I couldn't have shaken out any better for us. Oh man. I wonder how the commentators would take a move like that. Like one of them, could you imagine just being like, what size shoes he wearing? That's funny. This character is so fun though. I've been waiting for Armor. I wouldn't even say waiting for Armor King, but once I saw him get revealed and just thought about the playstyle that I really wanted, I think he really embodied the playstyle I wanted. Someone who can be fundamentally sound, but also has tools to like rob you. So I guess someone like Paul, but also Armor King just has a little more flair to him, a little more sauce, and doesn't just has a lot of things just to make you guess more. I heard some people call him a complete character and stuff like that, but I really just find him fun. But I've played characters like Nina, I've played Steve, I've played Dragunov, I've played Victor, played Azucena. I've tried out a lot of the cast, but I think my favorites have been Jack, Steve, Armor King, Paul, Heihachi, because I played Heihachi for a bit. I think those are the ones I've played the most. Oh, and Shaheen. Shaheen I also really enjoyed. I liked him better here and then in Tekken 7.
Get ready for the next battle.
So, but I think the practice has really helped me. Like I'm watching what other people do and how other people play their character, just to have that understanding very quickly. Because I spent like a few hours yesterday night, like trying to practice like wave dashing like this, but I just don't have it quite yet. Or at the very least, understanding how to play smaller Tekken and stuff like that. Like, I really do need to get better at that. Because it's very easy to kind of just spam move, be in your opponent's face, and just kind of throw the kitchen sink at them and just hope something hits. But I really want to understand why I'm making the choices that I'm making and what to do in certain scenarios instead of just being like, you know, this, I hope this punch hits you. Because if you can do that, you lessen a lot of the mental load that you have to keep on yourself, and then you can just keep going from play to play a lot quicker and a lot easier, even during a drop combo or something like that, because you know you're trying to figure out what the next thing is. But the more experience that you have and the more of a deeper understanding of the game that you possess, the less you have to do that, the less you have to think about it, which leads to less fatigue after playing. Because even though you're not moving your body and running like you would if you were playing football or something like that, you're still using your mind. You can be mentally drained after playing fighting games for a few hours, especially with games with a higher tempo like Tekken or Street Fighter, where you're constantly making a decision. It does get exhausting. And it can get frustrating when you're constantly being asked questions that you don't know the answer to. Oops. Huh. Trying to think what I want to practice next. Yeah, we got that. Cool, please. All right, we do this into that into this. Huh. This on counter hit is crazy. I don't know if I'll like ever be able to hear this. Wait, does that still combo? It does, but why? I thought it was much too so. Getting counter hit by this character feels awful. All right. So we want to test people with down forward 1 and then do the extension. And on counter hit, we want to do the throw. And on this counter hit, we do that extension.
Get ready for the next battle.
Fuck 'em, Rom. Fetus kicker? These names, man. It's actually a nice skin. Was the intention like to be Yujiro? Does he duck? He does not.
Get ready.
Well, we got the punish. We did the move though. Oh, thank you, Rayvon, for playing Falcon Rom. Is that a 1 or 2 brick, I wonder? Okay.
Get ready. Fight!
Oh, that's a high. I have to keep forgetting that. Well, I keep forgetting that he can't do that. Knee. He was minus. I'm surprised he tried anything. Plus, he was in crouch. I think that might be why he wanted something else, because he was also crouched. Well, fuck around with tattoos, man. Okay. Whoa, that stood me up, huh? Like a bad date. You can't do that. He didn't learn his lesson.
Get ready. Fight!
I think that's a 1. Couldn't get the punish in time. Should have did wall rise in 3-2 or 3-1. Set him up there. Set him up there because I had a feeling he was gonna press. That's a 1. Now I know for sure. Does he duck? He does not. He tried to armor his way through. No break? Let's see if we can crouch dash on wake up. Oh, he's gonna try it again. Does he? Yeah, he just didn't learn his lesson. I'm doing that in response to him trying to spring kick. I think he might have autopiloted there. GG's. Like that beats spring kicks. This is what I mean. Because in that specific scenario, knowledge is so valuable. Because I saw a Twitter clip earlier of somebody doing that same thing to beat spring kicks in certain situations, scenarios. So I noticed when my opponents want the spring kick, I get to launch them for that. If I do what I just did in response to the spring kick, that's why he kept getting splat. That's why he kept getting hit. So I had a good feeling he was constantly going to spring kick because he showed me that option that he was doing it before. So I figured, okay, well, I can just do this all day then. You know, sometimes we'll stop doing things that work because you are taking a risk. And you might think that your opponent is going to adjust before your opponent actually adjusts. And sometimes you end up in a scenario where you're doing the same thing. You're showing your opponent that you're going to punish it and they don't change up their gameplay. That's one of those situations. But I was also in a similar situation where I was doing that and then changed it up for no reason whatsoever and then ended up getting hit. So you always just want to be careful and knowledgeable of like that kind of thing.
Ready for the
If it's working, keep doing it until they show you otherwise. Ooh-wee. This is kind of crazy. I'm listening to like John Legend while also giving people free hugs. You know, just some positive energy out there in the world. If I get some time later, I'm probably gonna go through these matches, how I played them. Oh, that works. Okay, I guess they didn't want to play.
Get ready for the next battle.
EWGF carries me. Oof. I have a feeling he's going to be doing a lot of dark upper punishes. Or maybe the name is a mix-up.
Ready? Fight!
Ooh, okay. So is that a frame trap then? This hurts. Oh. He's parrying, huh? He did a lot of damage.
Ready? Fight!
Okay. Whew. No, I did the wrong punish. I had to read and everything. Oh my goodness, the way he got sucked into me. Stunner. Hope you're dead. GG, thanks for playing.
Victory! Ready? Fight!
Sorry, I'm kind of zoned in right now. I'm trying to be at least. He's really good. So I have to like focus a lot more. James Lee, come here. Oh. Ooh. No, he did it again. We both just kept doing it. I got drawn into doing it because he was doing it. Always be a leader, not a follower. Woo! Stunner! Suplex. No! Nice, I'm dead. I'm alive! I'm dead again.
Get ready? Fight! Get ready? Fight!
I tried the hop kick. My back! My chest! Ah. We blue sparked it and everything. That's cool though. We hit a giant swing. Thank you, buttons. He messed up there. I think that was a misinput. Working while you're like, sorry for the lack of comments. You're perfectly fine, Buttons. Hey, I'm just happy people, you know, decided to spend the time out of the day, especially while at work, to come in and hang out. It really means a lot. I'm not someone who, what's the word for it, gets upset at people for lurking or hanging out in the background. Like, no, it really means a lot to people who even think to tab me up while they're at work. So never feel bad for that. but thank you. Thank you. I actually think that's where I'll have to call it today. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep playing because I'm having fun. The games have been great. I've lost some, I've won some, and the quality of play is going up. It's different things I have to be aware of, and the character I'm really enjoying. The character I am really enjoying. But I think this is the character I'm actually going to be dedicated to learning, because I do want to learn more about Armor King and how to play him. And I do think, if my schedule permits, that I still do want to start playing this in Tekken. See what I just got here, so let's go for another 4 hours. You know, I'll give you a few more matches, Matsume-san. I'll give you a few more quick matches. What's up? Another 4 hours I can't do, but a few more quick matches for you, my friend. I'll give you a few. I'll give y'all a few. But the character's fun. I don't know if anybody's had the chance to try out C Viper in Street Fighter yet, but she looks fun. But we're probably going to be seeing Armor King for like the next 5 weeks. Yoshi, me too. You're going to make me reinstall this game? Wait till season 3, bro. Just go ahead and wait till season 3. Wait till that patch we know what's coming. I tried the jab. I shouldn't have. Oh, he didn't do the... He flashed me, no! My eyes! Oh, okay. So we just gotta bait the flash. We just gotta bait the flash. Oh! He's tapped into the stream. I didn't even know he had that move. All right, what's the mix? I figured you were gonna press again. I was like, I'm gonna let him hit me so this rage art does more damage so I can kill him easier. He's been showing me that option that he was gonna press every time. Ooh. Oh, the flash every time. So he's doing that into flash. Yeah, and then he finally did the ender.
Get ready.
Oh, too slow. Whew. Ah, Yoshimitsu things.
You lose.
So yeah, he's giving me a lot of things to lab later. Cause like when I'm blocking that, I could just low parry any one of the kicks. I want to play him more to learn more, but I don't know if he's gonna give me the rematch. Yeah.
Get ready for the next battle.
That's the main problem with that type of playstyle is like, if you don't know how to deal with it, it's great, it's fine. And a lot of people play like that will only give you the one match. Unfortunately. but that's all right. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, how much of season 2 have you played, Matsume-san? Because if you played season 2 and knew what it was during season 2, not much has changed since then. And that's on purpose. They're purposely waiting until the TWT is over before they patch and change that much about the game. Not played since Eddie dropped? Oh, God. There's way too much to tell you about this game, man. Basically, a lot of people have been given the JoJo levels of balancing. That being, if everybody's super, no one is. There's a lot of things they added defensively, but a lot more they've added offensively. Characters are going to have new entire moves that you have never seen before. New extensions of combos, a lot more damage, a lot more routes. And the thing about that is, that's why I say wait until season 3, because I don't want you to have to come in, learn everything, stop playing for a little bit, and then season 3 hits, and then you have to unlearn possibly a lot of what you learned and go in and get a bunch of brand new muscle memory. That's why I say it's better to just wait. But just go ahead and wait till like around January, February. That patch, if they're smart, is probably coming around in March, if they're able to. I wouldn't say if they're smart, if they're able to get it out. Like if they've been working on it behind the scenes, like how everybody is hoping.
Ready for the next battle.
We're looking for that around like February, March.
Ready? Fight!
But we'll see. Sidestep. My down forward one whiffed. So we gotta do up forward one. Gotta be careful. As you can see, I am lost within this matchup. Can't jab her there. Gotta play Boom patiently and I have to stop pressing her plus frames.
Fight!
I tried to whip punish her and got whip punish instead. Woof. Okay. Call me unpredictable timing. That's not what I wanted. Xiao Yu Tings. So that's a 12 frame easily. We're learning.
Get ready. Fight!
Frame trap.
Get ready. Fight!
Oh, AOP. Matsume-san, I'm trying not to lose to the rock. I'm trying not to lose to the rock. Look at what it's doing in the community. Woo. Not this time. Black man versus the crack rocket tail is all this time. I do need the match of experience though, so I do want to play her again. The people remember this victory. This one passed the DARE program. Is that a frame trap? Come here. Fah! Oh, the delay. That was sexy. Oh, back one doesn't do that either. Okay. Now I know.
Get ready.
Okay. The 1+2 throw. The hitbox.
Get ready. Fight.
She threw that out there. Whoa. She hasn't been getting up immediately, so. Pulse frames. Big boots. Let's see if you spring kick. Ah. Oh, she still got the combo from that? She can duck that? That was a mid, by the way. Ah, I didn't break it in time. Ah, nice break.
You lose.
I think all his throws would have taken too long too, except for the down 2+3 one. We're just going through multiverses of when I beat the rock and when I lose to the rock. I'm starting to learn how to apply pressure there. I think. What is that? Up back one? Up forward one?
Ready? Fight!
She knows to duck that now. The scaling.
Get ready. Fight!
That's that Harada care, man. Nah, that's not it. I really thought she was gonna press.
Get ready. Fight!
Ah. I'm having fun fighting this character because I have tools to deal with her. This will be the last one though, win or lose. Because I have to eat. Nice sidestep and whiff button. That was nice. Woo. Ooh, just a series of bad trades there for her.
Fight!
Oh no! I thought about it too hard. It's a setup. That's a setup. That's a setup. I have to stop pressing there. Oh, she just tried to rob me there.
Get ready. Fight!
GG's.
Victory!
That was fun. I think that's a good note to end on. I think that's a good note to end on. I have some things to look at, some more things to practice, more things to check out, but I'm really enjoying the character. Another victory for the black community. Woo! Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. We defeated the evil crack rock. That's so ignorant. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me not invite that energy. Because all it takes is one person coming here to say the wrong thing to get shot. All right, thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for being here, man. I appreciate that. Like, Armor King is very fun. I'm having a good time with him. Like I said, I've been really enjoying him, but you know, may or may not be for everybody. I think this game is probably in the I can't say it's in the worst state Tekken has been in a while, because as much as people complain about the game, as much as they say they don't like it, which to their credit, fully get it, fully understand, there's still a lot of people buying and playing it. It's not like how it was with Tekken 6, where not Tekken 6, Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 4, where the sales immediately started impacting the franchise and it almost killed the series. I do think that it's in a dire state. Not the absolute worst the series has been, but I do think there's a lot of work and a lot of elbow grease and a lot of love they're gonna have to throw into this thing to bring a lot of people back and to bring back a lot of goodwill with the community. Because for those who don't know, season 2 came out, like Matsume-san, you said you haven't played since Eddie's been out. The game, I'm sorry, y'all are stuck in ad land. But essentially, after season 2 dropped, there was a lot of changes that completely doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down on the offense in the game, and made the game feel like a lot more like a casino, where you have to guess between 50-50 mix-ups. You try to sidestep, you're getting clipped. You try to walk backwards, people are homing in on you, and people are running their offense to a point where you couldn't breathe. Jack had a few things that were broken about him that he kept doing and abusing, so much so that it made Joe Crush easily walk through a tournament or two and easily get a bunch of money. Paul literally was broken to the point where he was able to do a few inputs that you could not block. You could not block it. You were guaranteed to take the damage because the game would not allow you to block it. Dragunov and Nina and other characters that were already broken in S tier, immediately even more broken, gave them a few more moves, double down on chip damage. There was a point in time where if you tech the throw, you, the person who teched the throw, not the attacker, you who said, "Get your filthy hands off me," you took damage for that. You were the person who was getting punished for breaking a throw. Well, you were the person who was getting punished for breaking a throw. There's just a lot of bad changes and a lot of decisions that made the community really feel unheard, and like the developers were tone deaf, because it was even exasperated by the fact that Nakatsu and Harada were like coming out and saying that we were focused on making the game a little more defensive, giving people more defensive options, and then seeing them drop the patch that they did just goes to show that there was a big giant break in communication, and the companies are clearly not talking to each other, which was bad. But all that being said, they've kind of been making changes, but it's been at a snail's pace, and that's why people are really saying that this game's longevity will hinge on whether or not season 3 is a banger or not. If those patch notes come out and people don't see a bunch of arrows pointing downwards, symbolizing that they're nerfing a large majority of the cast, people are not going to be happy. People are going to be unhappy regardless. You're not going to please everybody, but the majority of the community is upset because they had so much love for season 1. Season 1 was almost perfect. People are just saying he just needs to be toned down a little bit, and the offense just needs a little bit of tweaking here and there, but people loved it regardless. Here is, this is so bad, people were begging them to turn back the time, to just outright just renege on a whole patch. That being said, we're here now, so I still think that sentiment remains. If they tone down some of the stuff with heat, they tone down some of the damage, they tone down a lot of different options characters have to buff movement, buff more defensive options, I still think we will still have a great and wonderful game that will bring back a large majority of the community. Granted, there's always those people, once you piss them off, once you know, showing that you're not listening, all it takes is one time for them never to come back. But if enough goodwill comes in, enough people be like, oh hey, the game is fixed, I think we might see a resurgence, and season 3 could be either the best thing for the game or the nail in the coffin. I don't think there's much of an in-between. There could be, but I just don't think a lot of people are willing to give them the benefit of the doubt anymore, because we had that same hope with season 2. That all being said, we're going to be raiding out, so let me close the game actually. And I do appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out. If you're on Twitch, stick around for this raid. If you're on YouTube, stick around for the outro. Just know either way, regardless if you're on Twitch or YouTube, I appreciate you guys all the same. We're actually going to be rating Tony here. If you guys go show that man some love. Dope voice in the community. Dope human being. So if y'all can go through, show that man some love, would highly, highly appreciate that. That all being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a night. You're all wonderful people. Please check in on your friends. If you're the friends who needs to be checked in on, please talk to your friends and open up if you can. Or do the best that you can to communicate what you're going through and what you're experiencing. Call your relatives, call your loved ones, make sure they're doing okay. Not saying something could happen, but you just never know, man. But yeah, I'll see you guys Friday. We might be playing more Tekken. I'm really having a lot of fun. Might be doing something different. I'll let you guys know. But I'll see you then.